What properly executed physical strength training is to the muscle, ordained trials are to the sanctification of the Christian on the walk of progressive conformity to Christ. As the muscles tear, break down, and cause momentary discomfort, then grow greater in strength, ability, and function. The trying of the saint is in fact a necessary tempering agent which yields gains far beyond the grasp of our intellect or understanding. 1 Peter 4:12 says, "Beloved, do not think it strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened to you, but rejoice to the extent that you partake of Christ's sufferings, that when his glory is revealed, you may also be glad with exceeding joy." We're called to mirror the character of the Savior. Therefore, if Christ experienced hardship, resistance, and affliction, why should we expect anything to the contrary? Was there not a purpose to our Savior's afflictions throughout his earthly ministry? Indeed, there were. Not only did the affliction of the cross yield salvation to Jew and Gentile alike who would submit to his lordship, but they served to be our examples in the Christian life and to lift us up when tough times seek to break us down. Hebrews 4:15 tells us that Christ, our high priest, has been tempted and tried in all points as we are, yet is alone without sin. What encouragement to know that we tread no ground that our Savior has also previously trodden. It's a mighty picture of the deliverance we have both in the matters of the here and hereafter. Some amendments of contemporary theology seem to dictate that sufferings are something we should abhor, and that we should not equate such things with a loving God in any regards. But I submit to you that, while we don't welcome pain, we welcome the lessons, the strengthening, and the fortitude it produces when we remain in fellowship with the Lord throughout. James 1:3 tells us expressly that the testing or trying of our faith produces patience, endurance, and perseverance. It goes on to tell us that if we allow said patience and endurance to have its perfect work, that we may be perfect, complete, and lacking nothing. Likewise, Paul expressly states in the book of Romans that we are called to rejoice in tribulation, knowing that the pain of such seasons have a purpose, knowing that rejoicing in the midst of tribulation will produce perseverance, character, and a living and sure hope through the Spirit of God in our hearts. This current season has indeed brought with it many worldly uncertainties, but we must recognize that though we may face abundant tempests and torrents, our foundation will not fail. The certainties of God overwhelm every uncertainty of man that ever has or ever will present itself. God alone overwhelms the overwhelming.